welcome back. Time for another TimeGuessr Daily. Beautiful day in London today. Talking of which, we are in London. Round 1. Okay, so this is outside 10 Downing Street, which is in Westminster. It is up here, isn't it? Yep. Downing Street. 12, 11. Oh, I'm guessing. Hang on. Let's just sense check this. If that's Downing Street, yeah, I think it must be sort of here, right? Is that red? That must be that building there, then that's that. So that would make this Downing Street here, which means we're sort of there. Right, in terms of when this is, that's a BlackBerry, so that's pretty old. Is that Bunting? That's London 2012 Bunting. So I guess this is 2012? I think BlackBerries were just about still being used then, weren't they? I think that's... Yeah. Bam, bam. Good. Great start. Boyko Borisov, Prime Minister of Bulgaria, speaking to the press after visiting 10 Downing Street. Good start. Right then. Oh my word. What does that say? Is that H-O-Q-U-E? Blimey. This could be anywhere. Now, actually, one of the things that people who play GeoGuessr professionally, or, with a great degree of skill, etc., they would look at these road markings and they'd probably be able to say, yellow lines down the middle of the street, that looks like XYZ place. But I am not a GeoGuessr player. What else can we look at here? We can see trees. We can see a street sign there that I don't really know what that says. I think the stuff on that shield is probably the most... these trees, they look fairly... This looks... it can't be that hot because we've got quite a lot of grass everywhere, so it's not in a kind of... it's not in sort of the Middle East or anything. If we could read what those things said, it might help us a little bit. What a baffling one. I really don't know where to go with this. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this one. What have we got down here? A yellow shirt. Some kind of damaged storage something. We've got a whole bunch of chairs. It looks almost like potentially like an academic institution. These folks look white. They look like... Yeah. So I don't think we're in Asia. I don't think we're in Africa. H-O-Q-U-E. There's a chance maybe we're somewhere in the Americas. There's obviously some pretty horrendous stuff going on here. All right. I don't know. I associate, I can see a lot of people wearing these yellow... Where did we find that yellow jumper before? I associate that yellow almost with Brazil. And there are lots of people wearing yellow in the crowd. I'm spending ages on this. I just don't know where to go. All right, look, I think for lack of a better guess, I'm going to take that yellow colour and I'm going to put this somewhere in Brazil, which is obviously a huge country, but is there a university near the University of Rio de Janeiro? It's definitely not there. If this is even in Brazil, I'll be absolutely flabbergasted, to be honest. I don't think this can possibly be right. No, because there's this waterway in here. I'm now wondering whether it might all be a bit too, what am I trying to say? A little bit too, I don't know, dry or something? in Brazil to be having these sorts of water features, but they do have like literal rainforests. I don't think it was either of those places I just looked at. I'm sure there's numerous universities, etc., in these various massive Brazilian cities. Oh, I just don't know. I'm prepared for this to be extremely wrong. I'm probably in the wrong continent. If I'm not in the wrong continent, I'll be absolutely amazed. But I think, you know, even though I know it's not this, let's just put it at the Federal University of Rio. And let's say that this is in 2015? Don't know. I don't know. This is going to be very, very far off. Oh, it was in Brazil. Oh, it was 2023. Police in Brasilia storming a building broken into by supporters of Brazil's former president, Jair Bolsonaro. Okay, well, gosh. That was actually better. That was less catastrophic than I was expecting. I guess those yellow shirts were a clue. It was in Brasilia. Not in Rio. And it was much more recent than I gave it credit for. Interesting. Right. This looks... well, it's clearly an American city, but which one? Normally these little newsstands. 941 is probably a good clue for those more than I'm going to zoom in a bit more onto the picture here so we can see. Oh, Chicago Tribune. Okay. So we want Paul Harvey Drive, East Wacker Drive, Chicago. Those buildings are looking reasonably large, like reasonably downtown. But there is quite a lot of downtown Chicago. East Wacker Drive. So if there's East Wacker Drive and West Wacker Drive... oh, look, there's West. So East Wacker Drive must be here. So, yeah, somewhere in this section of town. Let's just see if we can then... yeah, look, I think... oh, that's that building. That's that building. Chicago Tribune will be somewhere like there, maybe. So we are just here, I think. Which side of the road? Yeah, I think we're about here. Right, from a year's perspective, elect somebody. Oh yeah, it says City of Chicago on the ladder, which is a good clue. I think this looks like 90s, 80s, 90s. Those cars are pretty old school though, sort of 70s. Maybe we'll put this in the 80s. Early to mid, or mid to late. Yeah, 1984. Like that. Oh, 4 years off. Got 5,000 for the location though. That's good. Okay. All right. Yeah. Not terrible. Not terrible. I didn't look at the description again. Right. This is Diana looking pretty young. Charles looking pretty young as well. So I'm going to guess this is sometime in the mid 80s as well. I think maybe let's go with somewhere just kind of in the middle of New Zealand, like Wellington is a reasonable hedge, because then it could be North Island or South Island. About 1986. When were they married? Sort of mid-80s. Can we see if they're already married? No. Anyway, let's go with that. Oh, 1983, but it was New Zealand, but it was in... yeah, it was earlier. God, I didn't know they were even sort of together that early in the 80s. I guess they were. Yeah, because I guess William's pretty old now, isn't he? All right, well, not disastrous. Final round. This... I think this could be the UK. Yeah, King Street. Public bars. I mean, these black and white stripy things, these don't look very English, but it's just obviously from a long time ago. We've got some kind of situation going on here. This is a bomb disposal, doesn't it? So is this going to be kind of IRA? Maybe this is in somewhere like Northern Ireland, which is why it looks kind of not quite. I mean, it could be in London. There were lots of like IRA bombings, etc. Do they have? I imagine they have a King Street in Belfast. King Street. Lavery's menswear, footwear. I don't know. Is there a street name there? Not really. Public bars. I mean, I suppose it's vaguely possible that we're looking across at that building there from sort of here many years ago before all this changed into new things. Screw it, let's try it. It looks kind of like not quite England to me, so I think I mean, Castle Street looks a bit more significant here than it does here, but whatever, we've got the right street name, so let's go with it. So 80s, about 1980. I mean, all this stuff was going on for quite a long time, so maybe let's go there. Let's try that. 78. Oh, it was the right location. Yeah, during the Troubles. Pretty good actually there. Over 400 wheelbarrows destroyed while operating on the land. Okay, all right, great. Final score. How did we go? 43,785. I'm actually pretty happy with that. That second round was really hard. Perfect in the first round. Quite good all the way through here. Wrong part of New Zealand there, but anyway, let's have a look at the leaderboard, shall we? Wow. 47,646. That is impressive. Duda. 34,271. Herky 420. Number 1, 33,000. Oh, unlucky Friede Freude. And as always, TimeGuessr. Bug fixing. Alright, well, thanks very much for watching. Do give me a subscribe if you enjoy watching these, and feel free to add me on TimeGuessr if you want to add yourself to the leaderboard. My username is Monkoguessr, same as on YouTube, and I'll see you next time.